My name is Christian.
And I'm Dean, and we talk video games,
Comics.
movies, and most importantly,
Kamen Riders, which is the last one.
well, now we're at the beginning. We're starting our reviews on Kamen Rider Build.
Oh, just saying, wait up, just saying, I'm actually a bit sick, so if you hear me sniffling, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Shut up.
But, okay. First, let's get this question out of the way. Is Kamen Rider Build's first episode good? You got to answer the question.
I already know. I'm gonna say it. Of course.
Of course it is. It's
good.
Brilliant.
He said good. Like, it reminds me of Wizards. Like, you know, when he calls the octopus or the, you know, a wizard.
What?
When he calls the octopus thingy.
That's not in the first episode of Wizard.
No. I don't know how it's like you said,
Mm.
when he transforms and then.
Oh, like when he calls the Pla monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be based on a model kit set.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, Japan loves model kits.
Okay, everyone does. I love model kits.
I mean, almost everything in Japan is a model kit. Like, I have a little Kamen Rider Wizard action figure for Flame Dragon style that I got from Japan. And, well, of course I did. But,
He's a rich kid.
it's, it comes in a model kit. And you build it yourself.
Ah.
So it's
See,
cool. Japan loves it.
He's like,
There's everything from Gundam.
not even Japan's a model kit. Like,
Yeah.
but,
But,
Japan's a model kit.
Yeah, well, let's get straight into it because we're diverging already. But
You're diverging.
So what's the plot for the episode, Christian?
Well, I reckon the plot was
You reckon?
I
What is-
reckon introducing X-Side and how he gets his new forms. I'll say how he gets his new forms. How's the
For
model
Build,
works.
you said X-Aid.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was so
missed it.
confused for a second.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
for
used to it.
Build, how he gets his new forms.
Yeah, how he new forms, how it works, how the bottles works,
Yeah.
the shaking thing.
And it introduces a lot of how the build driver works.
Yeah, and the phone.
Yeah, and also just the fact that not only is Centaur who is the main rider, not only is he a really smart physicist, he's also an inventor.
At the same time, he could have he has amnesia.
Yeah, which is a common plot point. Actually, no, not really. Not in Kamen Rider anyway.
Yeah, but it's pretty common though.
Yeah, it's a common thing. But I don't think that's the most important thing right now.
But it's good
But
to say though.
it is going to be a major part of his arc. But right now, we're going to focus on the main episode, first episode. And one thing I actually want to say about Centaur, what I really like about him is his quirks or his personality. It's not overboard.
Yeah, and then
'Cause-
the hair. I like the hair part.
Yeah, like it's because every main rider has like a single quirk that makes them unique in some way.
Like X-Side is like his.
Like Amu, he's clumsy.
Yeah.
Ghost, Tuckeru, he dies.
Drive is slack.
Yeah, he's slack, but he needs to. Yeah, he's slack and he likes eating milk
Guy,
candy.
Dance.
Porter?
Oh
No, I'd say he struggles to keep a job.
yeah, that's actually true.
But yeah, without listing every single one of their quirks. But his quirks are basically his hair can't. He gets a cowlick.
Yeah, it looks so cool though. I want to know what's the story behind it. Like,
I think maybe it's like when normally something like that happens when you're like stressed. But in this case, it's not when he's stressed. It's when he's like excited,
Yeah.
which I like. It gives a bit more element of like, oh, you can definitely tell he's excited because his cowlick rises.
It's cowlick. And then like he's like for some reason he scratches like one side and his cowlick goes to the other side. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, that's sweet.
but this episode not only does it introduce like the mechanics of the series, but it also actually let's stick on mechanics of the series. One thing important about the full bottles is when he shakes a full bottle, he gets the powers from whatever the full bottle
Do you reckon?
is based on.
I think just for minimum time though, I would say.
I think as long as he's shaking it.
Because when he attacked, he didn't really shake it though.
No, he was shaking it.
The whole time, was it?
Yeah, the whole time he was shaking it.
I was still mesmerized at that time, so yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And he was he shaking the tank full bottle? I think he was. Because
let's
it
just go with
gave him
maybe shaking.
strength. Because I imagine if he was shaking the rabbit full bottle, he would be able to jump really high
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
move
cool.
fast. But the main characters that they introduced in this episode that are very important is obviously Centaur. Then there's Ryuga.
The leading lady.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but she's also, she's a NEET. You know what a NEET is?
Not.
Not in education, employment, training. Yeah.
So kind of like Tigers. Tigers.
No.
Nah.
No, not in employment, education, or training. Nico was in education.
Oh yeah, she was too.
She was in school. This chick, she's not studying, she's not training, and she's not employed.
Because why not?
Yeah, she's and another, I'd say hopefully stays relevant is let's say sort of a mentor character, and it's her dad, the owner of the cafe.
And then for some reason she's he's been living there for a year for free.
Yeah, but I'd say he let him off until this point because he had amnesia.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that this is the case. But
yeah, and same time he's pretty smart as well.
Yeah.
And for some reason the chick, the lady, what's her name? Sorry.
I don't know.
Anyway, for some reason she has powers.
I think it's more like she has a specific full bottle that interacts with her because there was some information that was revealed that she has her own unique full bottle called the Sky Full Bottle. It may be because she's the only one that can interact with it properly. Like maybe when Centaur uses it, he floats.
Or something like that.
But when she uses it, she
then,
can what do you call it? She can refine the Smash essence into a full bottle.
Yeah. And so he can use it. So practically, she's a what would you say? Like a centerpiece, something like that.
Like she's an important part of integral part of his powers.
Yeah. Because without her, he did.
Yeah. Well, no, not he's dead. He's just not a rider.
That too.
But one thing interesting, but that's the characters. There's also the Tortor Institute, because the three countries, Tortor, Hokutor, and something else.
Do you want to explain how it got split to three?
Basically, they found Pandora's box on Mars, and during a press conference, it got.
Is it the space?
What?
The space coin. This astronaut touched it or something?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they said the astronaut.
I can't remember. I think it's... Well, someone touches it. I assume it's someone from... Because I don't think they've introduced what the company's called in the show itself, but there's information saying that... Smash, not Smash, Faust. Faust is another organization, not Tortor.
I call it Phoenix Faust.
Was it? But Faust is the ones that are creating the Smashes.
Ah.
And Night Rogue and all that.
Because why not?
But an interesting. Basically, because the Pandora's box was, in quotes, opened, it was mainly just someone touched it.
And some reason.
And it created a sky wall, which split Japan into 3 countries.
Yeah. Will you say countries, you reckon? Would you say countries?
They've split into 3 countries, 3 separate countries. I mean, they just said this is how what happened, and this is how they reacted from it, and they reacted in a way that they're split into 3 countries.
And different countries, different
governments.
Yeah, and same.
I mean that's
yeah.
That's obvious.
I mean different goals.
Yeah, one was I think Tortor's traditional pacifism or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
One of them was like economic restoration,
And one's about weapons, something, wasn't it?
something like that. But
Anyway.
I feel one thing I'm hoping for with about these three countries is they slowly explore these three countries. Like not
What do
like
you mean?
they explore like what these actual countries about. What like Hokuto's an ally to becomes an ally to Kamen Rider Build, while another country's like very suspicious of Build and starts like
Yeah.
civil war.
Yeah, and then the funniest thing about it is like he was about to, like, in his first job. Did you say first job or like first day? Reckon
First day.
First day of the job.
Oh,
Like,
he gets a job at the Toto Science Institute or
which
whatever.
is like apparently the bad guys.
I don't think they're the bad guys. I think
This moment at least. At this moment.
I think they're like the middleman.
Yeah, I would call it.
I'd say like they're a front.
Yeah, so it's like gang Chinese members.
Like most of the members are part of Faust, but some of them are not.
They don't even know.
Yeah, they're just a front, maybe. That's what I think.
It
Anyway,
would be cool though.
yeah.
Anyway.
Um,
The evil guy. The
Night Rogue.
yeah. Is it not
Yeah, Night Rogue.
okay? So this guy looks like Dean reckons he does it. But
Christian believes it looks like a combination. Well, it just looks like Kiva. I say, if anything, it looks like if Kiva was designed to be more mechanical and was to replace Chase, Kamen Rider Chase. But
That too.
I don't think it does. Considering the eyes aren't even the same.
No, I'm just saying that's just my my opinion.
I mean, have you even seen looked at Kiva?
yes, I have. I watched like 10 episodes of it.
I don't even think the designs are even similar. The motive, of course, because they're both based on bats. But that's about it. There's nothing else.
I did say it reminds me of it. Remember?
You said it looks like,
No, like before.
but
Anyway.
Night Rogue, we haven't seen him. He's only
Like
he's not really
Just-
introduced. He's just
like
they showed that he's there.
yeah, he's like a shadow kind of a thing.
He's just overlooking everything.
Yeah.
But let's get into like the fights. How do you think about the fights in Build?
It was kind of weird, but it works at the same time.
Yeah, like I'd say it's the fight scenes are reminding me a lot of Kamen Rider Kabuto.
Kabuto.
Like, cause
I'm
this
just thinking which one Kabuto.
the one that's based on a rhino beetle. Red has cast off. Christian's relatively new to Kamen Rider, so he doesn't know all the Kamen Riders.
Oh,
But,
I know, I do, but
no-
I just don't remember which one it is.
Yeah, just search it up. You have a laptop in front of you.
Oh, isn't he the one with that one, the sword thing? The one that looks like the bat from...
He doesn't look like a bat.
Oh, no, I said the one that looks like a bat from Ryugi.
No,
No? Okay, I'm just gonna search it up.
you're an idiot.
Shut up.
Kabuto. Well, he
Shush.
fights like Kamen Rider Kabuto, as in like, because in one scene during Build's fight, I'm standing up right now, just to demonstrate, like he just walks up to the opponent casually,
Mhm.
and then like kicks him, like just
What
walks
the
up to
hell?
them and then kicks
Okay,
him.
so Dean's expression of kick is using his
No.
fist.
No, I went like that.
No, I thought you said that.
No, I was going up to grab my mic.
Okay, it looks so weird though. But
Like,
nah,
he,
like,
he like walks up and then kicks him.
yeah.
Like walks up to them casually. Like he doesn't run up to them. He just walks up to them.
Yeah, and I like his Kamen Rider kick.
Yeah,
was sick.
it look. I'd say they need to explain what happens, because they show like all this mathematical process happening, but for some reason it traps the smash when he does the rider kick.
Yeah, it's really
Like they need to explain why is that? Is that like the build driver's base component?
Kabuto. Okay, I
Yeah.
just searched up Kabuto.
Yeah, but
Oh, he's now.
I say also the CGI is much better.
Yeah, except for
Excel-
Waldo.
Yeah,
course.
on the wall it was a bit iffy, but I'd say it's still much better than anything that was
Yeah,
in
it's actually not bad.
X-Aid.
It's pretty good.
Hmm.
Well, in X-Aid, like you said, like earlier, you said they concentrated on the kicks,
like-
powers, perfection.
Like all the powers perfect, knockouts.
Yeah,
Yeah, like all of that looked good, but I think they spent too much time on that.
That.
But to be fair, they did have to do that a lot,
Yeah.
considering that was like the main component of X8. But
It's about games to be exact. So
yeah, but build, I say,
Just
yeah,
have to
it's
build
good.
it. They have to
It's
build
good.
it.
Yeah.
Get it?
I mean, they explained why he's called Kamen Rider Build in when he had a cameo in X8.
It was pretty cool.
Like it's the process of combining multiple components together.
Building of the components, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
Like
cool.
the concept of that, not like construction, but combining
Which
two
we thought
components.
One time day.
Huh?
I remember when we were like so pissed
About what?
because like we were deciding like what's it's gonna be like its side things are.
Oh, what is occupation would be?
Yeah, and stuff like that.
Or like what kind of person you'd be based on?
Yeah, and then we were so pissed.
No, we were so pissed because we were like, it was so obvious.
It's like so thorough. It's like first, it's like
We
X8.
didn't take it at for its
Yeah, that one.
at face
Yeah.
value.
It was weird.
But
Anyway,
I think that's enough. Any predictions?
predictions. Oh yeah. Well, before the prediction, right? He saved a guy that escaped from the Cyan.
Yeah, that was the main part of this episode. That he saves a
This
escapee.
guy. Yeah, and he still has his memories and what happened.
Yeah.
So two things could
Ryuga.
happen.
Yeah.
It could be like a inside person, like double agent kind of stuff,
Yeah,
or it could be the
like double
murder.
agent for Faust,
Yeah, for
trying to
Faust.
find out about Build,
Yeah.
or the other way around.
No, for build.
Okay,
I mean, like
Like-
Faust, just to like whose build is and
like
stuff.
a hidden, like he doesn't know he's a double agent.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things. If you say a code and then
Yeah,
Like
like
in,
Winter Soldier,
yeah, like that. I was about to say the same thing.
Homecoming.
Oh yeah, Homecoming. Yeah, that one. But no, I'm just saying, could be that one, or it could be he's a second rider.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be secondary rider because, I think it was the director for Build. He said something about how, Kamen Rider Build, the relationship between the main rider and secondary rider is gonna reference Kamen Rider Ichigo and Neagle,
Ichigo and Nick.
the first two Kamen Riders.
Aye,
Yeah, it's gonna reference their relationship,
aye.
and it also Build is also referencing like how they became riders, because Kamen Rider Ichigo, he was supposed to be a villain. He was he was a human who was experimented on by a shocker,
Uh-huh.
and he got I think he got experimented to turn into a cyborg or android.
Oh, yeah, explain
But
that
his
to me.
brainwashing
Didn't work.
didn't work completely, so he became a good Kamen Rider. And the same thing happened to Neagle.
Ah, and then that's the kind of like builds kind of a.
Yeah,
um,
considering I only realized this recently, but the common theme for Kamen Rider is that the Kamen Rider, his powers originate from whatever the evil originates from.
Oh yeah, it is still right.
Yeah, Gashats were created by Dan Kuroto.
Kamen Rider Yuki.
Ryuki, yeah, they have to use the mirror monsters.
Um,
Drive, the Roid Moods were created by Krim Steinbelt,
yep.
and he also created the Drive Driver.
Yep, and then there's Gaim. He has to actually use it.
Yeah, Lock Seeds and all that
What else?
from Helheim.
Even Deno.
Yeah, he has to use the power of the Imogen.
Wizards as well.
Yeah, he uses the power of his Phantom.
Just weird.
But I think that's something. But they're focusing on that aspect that like Build, his powers originate from Faust.
So it'd be how about right? If the next Kamen Rider after Build will be like no more like that. Like it has to be like
Something new.
Yeah.
Something without like this aspect.
I'm really excited for the next year though because I really want to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, considering this is the last Heisei Rider.
Exactly.
Are they going a new route, or are they going
Because
like...
they did.
They may go back to a Showa, like Showa kind of way, but
Because
modern...
they did change it after Showa though.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they changed it from Showa because they needed a modern audience, and because the original creator of Kamen Rider, he passed away.
Exactly.
So they used Kuga was created from his leftover working.
Leftovers.
Yeah, but how do you rate Build's first episode?
I'll say a 9.
I'm saying a 10.
Because I want to see this. It should have
This makes me excited. It puts intrigue on what Night Rogue and Faust is. Why Faust is doing this.
Exactly.
Why
I wanna see
what's
more
with Centaur?
I want to see more. That's why I'm saying 9. Like I want to see more.
Yeah.
Which is
I say 10 because this has hooked me.
Yeah.
And this is it for this section.
Alright.
Like, share, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter.
Do all the stuff.
Yeah. Email us at aceriderspod@gmail.com.
Like I said, don't even like us Facebook because we don't have.
Yeah, we don't really care about that right now.
Because it's kind of yeah. Anyway, see ya.
See yous.